What? Jeez. Holy. Hold your horses. I'm coming. I'm coming. Go on. Get in. Jeez. We have some unfinished business from the last video of what kind of mileage we got in the van on the last trip. I think we went well over 300 miles. I'll look and see. You know, the van's the year model of the van is a 2000. Yeah, it's before they come out with the newer vehicles that have that's all computer. You can just glance down and see what your average mile per gallon is. Well, I don't have that on the van, so we got to kind of do it the old-fashioned way. And let's get to the gas station. We got to top off the gas, do the math. Let's just get to it. Bella's gonna help us do the math, I think. She's good at math. She knows the difference between one biscuit and two biscuits, right? You'll help with that, right? She says sure thing. I will tell you, I am not expecting very good numbers, not at all, and it has nothing to do with how well the van is running or not. It has to do with the type of driving. A lot of starting and stopping and idling around looking for campsites, and the travel days, you know, start letting the engine warm up for a bit. All that kind of stuff is, you don't get good mileage with too much of that kind of stuff. It's not like we got all highway miles. So yeah, we're probably not going to see real good numbers, but an overall average of 362 miles from the time we left this gas station till the time we got back to it. Now, I'm going to wait here a second because I want to fill up at the exact same pump that I filled up last time. Okay. It's better, you know, it's better if you ever check it the old-fashioned way like this. It's better to, you want to, settle down, Bella. There's nothing for you. You know, all gas stations, you know, lean one way or another. You know, it's designed to allow for drainage when it rains hard. So you don't want puddling. So whether it's leaning this way or leaning that way, or you know, however it's leaning, it makes a difference if you're if you fill up somewhere else and your vehicle is leaning differently. So it affects how much, you know, gas it will actually hold. You know, it can throw it, depending on the vehicle, it can throw it off by it can throw it off by a good bit, actually, depending on the vehicle. So if we come back here and we're leaning the exact same way because we're at the exact same pump, it'll be a more accurate reading. But it will. But it will. All right, we have gone 362.5 miles, and we are down to less than 1/8 of a tank. So we'll let's go see how much gas we get. All right, that total trip, we used 31.158 gallons, and cost us, buying gas here, $117.12 to make that trip. So anyway, that's the important number. Figure our mileage is how many gallons we used. All right. Now I'm gonna do a separate transaction because I need to get some gas for the tractor. All right, anybody, any guesses? I'd better see at least 10 miles a gallon. I'd like to see closer to 12. You know, despite our idling around and warm up times or whatever. I think best case, I think I've only ever seen, I've only got 16 miles to a gallon one time. We're not gonna see that today. So we went 360, yeah, oops. Let's back up a minute. 362.5 miles divided by, what do we get? 31.158. Not bad. Yeah, the total miles, 362.5 miles divided by 31.158 gallons. We got 11.634. Let's just call it 11.6. Just easier to say. 11.5 miles to a gallon. We'll round it down. for that trip, that's okay. That's okay. We did we had idle time, and that's not good for gas mileage. Had we get on a longer trip, had we just filled up, you know, got on the interstate or some nice highway and just drove and drove without all the stopping and starting and all that, and just drove all day and then stopped at another gas station, we probably would have got easily over 14. We probably got 14 to 16 miles to the gallon in the van. 11.5 for what, considering things. We did okay. I'm happy with that. Okay, on our trip, things that worked well and things that didn't work well. Those are some things I'm going to look at here. We might go, let's get back to the garage, might go over a couple of those things. There's going to be some upgrades needing to go on with the van. It's we're gonna go get that transmission out first before we get started on that project, but I'm at least getting the wheels turning, think of what I want to do here to make it more just make things easier in here. All right, we are back. Thanks for the help, Bella. I appreciate it. Jesus, did we get them numbers right? Now that the van's back, it's gonna be on the ready. It has a full tank of gas. It's and by the way, the transmission's been working great. There's no more clunking and skipping in reverse. It's working out real well. Happy with that. Got the sunshade on it. The sun will be over here later, and that'll keep it cooler inside. It's gonna sit here on the ready. Things that worked out, and things that didn't. Hang on, don't look there. and by the way, I'm getting geared up. Probably gonna get ready in here. Probably gonna start this transmission job on the Coachman probably in the next video, so stay tuned for that wonderful adventure. all right, I will show you this. I did some reorganizing in here, but stuff's jammed in there just to make this. We did make some progress. This is more functional. I can swing this main door open without it hitting, you know, stuff piled on here in the way. So I can haul a little bit of firewood, and the e-bike and the generator and everything okay back here. But the mess is, you know, from tools and the tarp, my awning thing, and the poles that go with it are jammed in here, and my foldable table and the chair, the grill, extra water. Other things are jammed in here and there. You know, I hate struggling to pack. I just hate when there's too much. I mean, you really have to cram things. And the front resembled that, even though now I have it. I did put some things back in the Coachman already. A tote with some clothes in it, and some things up here, like pantry items, a couple pots and pans and stuff. But I want to free this space up. It's like anytime you need anything, you know, you got to pull totes out from under. Like this one's always behind that one, or then you need something that's in the, you know, you're always juggling around here. And I can simplify this so much. What I've come to realize is, or minimize that so much. It is time. I need shelves. I need some shelves up above there. I need some shelves down along this wall. For, like, you know, some clothes items, some pigeonholes up there, a place to put, you know, pants and shirts and, you know, some stuff, and maybe some shoes over, you know, that kind of stuff. That would easily eliminate a pretty big tote. And here, you know, kind of like I have these shelves. These work great. There's just not enough of them. So, you know, and then baskets, there's a little ledge on it. You know, you got to pick up and pull out if you need to. Or there is room. You can get some stuff in and out without having to do that. But or if you want to take it the whole way out, they come out easy enough. That's worked out good. But I probably should just run that the whole way to the ceiling. Put some along the top. A place to put, you know, bread and buns and chips and crackers, paper plates, paper towels. I don't want paper towel on a paper towel rack holder. I want to be able to just put that in a pigeonhole and just take the whole roll out. And other things, maybe some, you know, I got those like rice mixes and noodle mixes, and food storage containers and things. So many of these totes could just be eliminated by putting, you know, shelves up there, And just, it's just come time. And this wasn't bad the first year. The first year I had, I kind of put the van together. We used it. It was just exciting to have a van and be able to leave the motorhome at home and go out and do smaller travels in the van. It was simple enough. It worked that first year, but now it's, I didn't mind so much pulling stuff out when I, this last trip is, I've learned that it's time. I need to do more in here just to make it simpler. Yeah, that was 2 years ago. We skipped last year because I was so involved in getting the selling the bounder and getting the coachman, ready to travel. That was a lot of transition. That really absorbed the entire summer. So that's why we didn't use the van last year. But again, 2 years ago, we used it on a couple of trips and it worked out great. Really enjoyed it. Saved a fortune on gas. Compared to the bounder at the time. Phew, boy. We saved a lot. So and this thing, I have a bean bag in here, and it's simple enough. If I need something, it's light. I can throw it up on a bed if I need more. If I'm messing with something, I need more floor space, or throw it outside, or so I'm not so worried about that taking up room. It's just easy to whip out of the way real quick if I need to. But that's comfortable in here. These the refrigerators worked out great. Having that extra little ice cove, to supplement, for all the bigger this is, and I have them mostly emptied out. Hang on a second. All right, I'll put most of the stuff back in the refrigerator, back over in the coachman. Some cold drinks and peach cups and some condiments, pickles. Oh, there's even a bag of shredded cheese in there. I was able to load up enough that, we did our 10-day trip and I had plenty of food. And this is mostly empty now too. I think I have some cold drinks still. I just put, cold drinks in there. And this extra freezer space, but I didn't use. We had plenty of food, breakfast sausage and we had a 3-pound bag of chicken tenderloins we cooked up one night. They were really good. We cooked up most of them. That's all that's left of that. But this has been working really good. The refrigerator's down to 36, and the freezer section's down to 4 degrees. So yeah, it was a nice dual zone unit. I could it just worked out good. What can I say, having both? We had plenty for the trip. And Bella, did you just come in? Yeah, she's up there in her seat. It's dark up there because I have the shade and the sunshade up. Really blocks the sun nicely. So yeah, I need to, and then these things most of them can go away. Then I can put my the grill back there in and out easier, and I can just put my camp chair, the collapsible camp table, and just not having to be in and out all the time here. Playing what's that game? Tetris. So yeah, I need to minimize that. And I probably have room up there too. Maybe I'll do something different. Maybe I'll leave out a blank wall, put a picture or something up there, or maybe I'll run shelves out along there too. Just don't know how this is going to develop. But I'm not going to get ahead of myself and start messing with this and put the coachman off. I'm going to get that transmission out of there, get it dropped off at the transmission shop to get rebuilt. While that's going on, and I'm waiting on that to get ready, I'll probably come back and start messing with this. It's just always something to do. It's just always, So I got to be careful how I do this, because I always want one vehicle on the ready. If I decide, hey, I went a couple days away, I can get in one or the other. So I don't want to have this apart and be mid-project when this is not ready yet. So I can't open up too many cans of, get too many irons in the fire. We're gonna keep the van kind of on the ready until once the coachman's done and we have that as an option. Then maybe I can dig into the van a little bit and start that remodel, I guess we'll call it. So yeah, That's where we're at. All right, I just want to make this a quick update about the van. Get that wrapped up. That's kind of the tail end of that trip. We're gonna dig into this thing soon. Sigh. I let out a big sigh. Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to it, but it's got to be done. We'll be back with that.